Good morning, fellow Ambazonians.
On the beat is two flexing.
Today, na number 22 day for number 12 month for the year 2021. My name na Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief for the Ambazonia Governing Council, aka Sense Pass King, Lukong, the anti-kidnapping czar for Ambazonia. Background music are from a youth from Mavas, where they for refugee camp for Biafra land. Welcome to my daily podcast for Una. Human rights expert them for Human Rights Watch, they don't raise concern about the security we go there for the African Cup of Nations, where Cameroon government is the host them for their country, and they go the host them for part of Ambazonia for Victoria. The Ambazonia Governing Council it don't ban this Nation Cup, and it go work for stop them, as this Nations Cup it be in violation of our territorial integrity. During a period of war, it be irresponsible for CAF, the Confederation of African Football, for allow this competition will be prestigious for be held in our territory. It could be a slap in the face of Ambazonian, where they face atrocity them for the Cameroon military, for allow the dictator, the mad dog terrorist, Mr. Pobia, for get such prestige in the face of this atrocity the way they commit them for Ambazonia. The Ambazonian Governing Council and all its sister forces them, they could do everything possible for send a message during this World Cup for the international community and for La République du Cameroon that this is not acceptable. Would it take this opportunity for ask all Ambazonian for avoid any place where the Cameroon military ikudede, including the places them where Cameroon intend for host this Nations Cup for the Cameroon military, law enforcement personnel them all then day for our territory as an act of aggression, and they will be met by force. So make no man attend any Nations Cup or any events where the Cameroon military could surround them for protect them during this period. Such area should be considered a battleground, as Cameroon military it could be a legitimate target for our forces them, and we intend for carry out attacks on them, no matter where they are in Ambazonia. For the diplomatic side, the president of the Ambazonia Governing Council, Dr. Cho Ayaba, leader of our War of Liberation, he done make a big announcement for the Ambazonian people them. For the next coming year, 2022, the Ambazonian Governing Council it could take full advantage for give Ambazonians a head start for our war for liberation and independence. The Ambazonia Governing Council it talk for the people them say the Cameroon government it be bankrupt by Ambazonia during this war through our economic sabotage. Wouldn't delegitimize Cameroon their rule over our territory, wouldn't also make our territory be ungovernable for La République du Cameroon, wouldn't achieve dynamic control for most suburbs them for our country, and wouldn't carry out a lot of military success and build enough capacity. For this coming year, 2022, the Ambazonia Governing Council it announced saying a time for Ambazonia for elect a transitional authority and for seek for recognition internationally. For the past 4 years, the Ambazonia Governing Council it and seek the recognition and support for Ambazonia their right for self-determination. It and make big achievement with the European parliamentarians them where they come out for Basque region being mandated by their parliament for support Ambazonia the right for self-determination with our partnership with OMPO and other international partners. Our agenda for recognize our right of self-determination it can be imprinted by a document validated by the European Parliament, pushed by a bloc of 20 European parliamentarians. Such rights for Ambazonian people them it then became be pushed by the Americans as well as the United Kingdom that recognize and acknowledge the right of us as a people. For the past year, as Ambazonian Governing Council it push for diplomacy. for the coming years, the Ambazonia Governing Council is going to push now for recognition for us as a state with the right of sovereignty. This recognition is going to be a new push as it going to start this coming year, as announced by the President of the Governing Council. They're going to elect for Ground Zero a direct mandate for rule and govern through the transitional authority that will be created on the ground. That means, say, Ambazonia going to create a form of government on the ground with direct mandate from our people. The government on the ground, it could go by the name the Transitional Authority, as it could prepare a place for Ambazonian independence, after which a general election will be taking place for adopt our constitution and also for transit into a full democracy. Everything that already be put in place with the liberation tax system and the establishment of 6 transitional authority on the ground already running hospitals, managing forces, judging cases and liaising with traditional authority. The time is right for Ambazonia to make this big leap on the ground. On other side, for Kumba, news it come say the Sokadev that attack La République du Cameroon, their police destroying one of their pickup truck them, set them on fire. The video it don't come out for social media, and we applaud this effort. We support all effort we target Cameroon, their military, and inflict pain on the colonizers. Now we go turn our eyes for Bafut. We get good and bad news. We go start with the bad news. Our population for Bamenda, yesterday they don't call my office for complain, say boy them for 4 years. They don't come, can attack quarter, shoot gun for people their house, scatter people their moto, carry one person in moto go, take people their money for their mobile money, and then kidnap one person purely for financial reason with no reason, no justification at all. They don't send me video with people their house and where you get bullet wound, people that lock them for their gateway, they don't shoot them with gun. Now the one of the video it play for background as I talk for now.
AM December 31st or January 1st, they just arrive from Storm Farm, take everything. They carry cows, about 8 of them, goats about 91, fowls them uncountable, eggs them about 3 buckets of that they are using to call and threaten. Hello, DDC. Good morning. Sorry for occasion. This gang is just a gang of 2 people. Mami, excuse me a bit. It's just a gang of 2 people, and one of them carries a pistol, the other one carries a machine gun. And from all eyewitnesses, those who have seen them physically, and the house in which they fired shots the other day. Can you imagine that they 5 shots into the bedroom house, and they carried away with a vehicle belonging to that particular.
For the past 2 days, we don't get 11 complaints from Kwen area, from the camp, from the camp of Foya. We don't contact the 7 kata, we now then get the forces them for Foya, we then they directly under General A4. We don't also call for General A4. The population, they be ask permission, say the one gather, the one protest, the one march go for the Foya camp. I don't tell them, meet wait. We need for talk for the forces them for really find out what did it happen, and we don't talk for the force, we don't talk for the representative them. They don't talk say that picking the way they carry that atrocity them, no be the one the way then they under them.
Yeah, but yes, I don't listen just from the first 2 audio them. We say the Kibi, you they take a good chini around Kona Young. Take them go some bush from 3 p.m. to 7 for night. Before they take them go chain them for some house Kona Young. That one will not get base for that side. Will not get base. It will be now all just this rough boy the way they find their money. Plenty cases then they and I will even send you some of the video them for boys and we.
So that was General A4. It explained, say those boy the native people them for the anti-kidnapping squad will not just deploy them like that, but that they want reassure our population for Bamenda for just give us some time We will track down these thief people them in consulting with our sister forces them for 7 kata for Nkwen, because Nasir the rule and they for area where they control, area they will control them, rule and they will not figure enter for some place anyhow. We want beg our people them for understand say this case be under investigation. We will get to the bottom of it. We will identify the people them and also the 7 kata that they cooperate with we for find out and for solve this problem. So make people then calm down. The issue is under control. The War Council is aware. The president of the Governing Council he also be aware, and would ask people then for just calm down. We shall never allow any Ambazonian way to go about the day-to-day business for be interrupted or for be kidnapped without any justification at all. We shall never allow that. We shall fight it, whether na Itena, Amba, or na La Republic, or na Chief Person, or na Tangaji Paul. This is not acceptable. And the reason that way, the Governing Council create the anti-kidnapping squad. It work very hard. It take risk for our people them, because we get the responsibility for defend our integrity, as we then take the responsibility of our state for exert our power of sovereignty. For the good news, we then get information for people the way they call we, they accuse we say ADF it then arrest the lecturer for University of Bamenda, we name na Mr. Julius. As usual, the IG care, their activists them for their Facebook pages, the way they then use them for promulgate themselves. They then begin to push and say ADF it then arrest a lecturer, this and that, just like they be distance themselves for action for implement the war tax. They ask them say people they begin forget consult them will not. Would want tell them say this type of nonsense it need for stop. The lecturer Mr. Julius he not be arrested by the ADF. The lecturer he be arrested by 7 kata, and all the blackmail should stop. Our people have to know that that lecturer was not kidnapped. He was arrested not for monetary purposes, but because he has violated Ambazonian sovereignty. He not just been a lecturer, he been a municipal councillor. That means he be participate for the illegal election where violate Ambazonia their sovereignty for represent La Republique as a councillor for inside council. I go play video so that make una people then hear for your own mob how they confess. The 7 Kataran provide for me pictures of the ID card, the council card where they represent La Republique, and we go put that video and the pictures then for outside, make our people then understand who way this man be. Make una no do begin fall for all this sabotage, or people the way they just be so willing for begin share this sabotage materials. If una remember very well, we be done bring the issue I think 2 weeks ago about the tuba way to La Republique they call and say their own municipality. It done been a place where La Republique it done they corrupt our people them, they done kidnap people them, the few soldiers the way they be first be for that place of Bambili, they be done bribe them through the Catholic Church, carry them go to for Douala, they done kill all of them, they done disappear their family, they don't know who side they till today. So it done be a focus, we done encourage our sister forces them to take action against Cameroon, their nocturnous activity them for inside Tuba. So in line with that, we'll be very happy. Say our sister forces, the 7 Kata, they done pick Mr. Julius fully. He be under the arrest and he go through all the treatments and way na a traitor they go through. They done the work with Abeti them directly with the Cameroon military. These are people who have blood in their hands. I will play the video, make una hear, and I will release the video as well.
Yes. I want me to tell me again to I'm not sure I want to know for a big man. You say the municipal council of Otuba now. Yes, the big municipal council. Then you'll be custom lecturer for Bamenda University. Let me say
the custom broker again.
Yeah, custom broker maker they can teach you this one. For university. Yes. So let me say the municipal council or then university custom teacher for university. Yes.
I dey train the custom broker.
Where they stay now with Douala car up.
I dey stay for Douala. I dey stay for Boya too. Because I be lawyer too.
You be lawyer?
Yes, so when you be custom broker, let me say you be lawyer for people that they bring team there.
Let me say you be lawyer, you be lecturer for university. Yeah. And then you be municipal councillor.
Yeah.
So when I here, we don't request the video, they don't send the video. We could put the video out there. Mr. Julius Foley be arrested because he been a municipal councillor for La Republique. He be banned, he be forbidden. Make any Ambazonian, he become an enabler and a collaborator with the genocidal regime for Yaoundé way they colonize our territory. Colonization na a crime against humanity. Enablers and collaborators are accessories to the crime of colonization for our territory, and they act in violation of our territorial integrity, aiding a foreign and alien enemy for perpetrate violence and forced rule of our people. Our people they be done make and clear by marching to all the political parties, their leaders, their village chiefs' palace to tell them that we don't want any political participation. We want to make all our parliamentarians and senators then withdraw for La Republique. We be done ban all election. Any person where if go participate for that election, he don't commit treason against Ambazonia and he go be arrested. Not just 1990 be the issue. So those way then they work with the Ambazonia faction them, where then go prefer for even sabotage the liberation movement simply because they struggle for rival the ADF and the governing council. They betray the trust of our people. Now treason. The IG care need for be in order. I remember the time where we will be in partnership with them. We try for help for organize 1st of October march. We will talk say we go choose one theme for the consortium, the IG care. You know, if you imagine Yerima be the argue say they must put a picture. A group where you no get no force, you know the control no place for ground. With the struggle for organize 1st October. We now Ambazonia Governing Council was soldier they go march, was school picking they go march. But the IG care the fight say we must put na their picture. Suited and decide to stop the collaboration for 1st of October. Now the type of ridiculous and stupid sense of entitlement where these people then get them. When I no get no footprint for ground. When I collect contribution, big rubber gun for begin send them for prison. The budget for last year for prison where they spend them over 45 million colonial currency. This year they don't give a budget for raise over 55 million for send them from Konengi. That means they spend close to 5 million a month. Make one remember, say Nelson Mandela, he be represent himself for court because he be no say they no go judge any political prisoner for court in any fair manner. The IGK they need for stand up, they need for stop this. They are fighting against the ADF and the governing council. They need to stop them as soon as possible. We don't encourage them, we don't carry them along all the way up to now. We'll be very happy say they don't go see the forces of Mavas. They don't pay warrant and money for buy gun or whatever. But those forces are still contacting us. The issue for AMF, they don't begin to conjure the AMF. We encourage them because we think say it be good for the revolution for get a strong Mississippi get a strong arm. But if they spend their time now for begin carry snipers shot them at against the Ambazonia Governing Council for their political gain, even when it affect the entire revolution, then be willing for even aid the enemy for delegitimize activity for legitimate action the way they carry on the ground. It being a betrayer of trust, and it has to stop. This now a group where they don't distance themselves from action where the ADF carry on for kill Cameroon, their gendarme, the way they terrorize our population. They be go for that extent, for do those type of things for political reason, even for help the enemy, for send condolence for La Republique. So this one, no surprise we, but people that need for begin see them for who they be, incompetent power mongers for power's sake. People the way they think less of our people and will install themselves. These are people who are a danger to Ambazonian democracy. Look at what they have given us. Sako Ikome, a conman. That is their legacy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we move and we shall carry forward full steam. This firewood will then carry for our back. Time for put them for down, it don't reach. We got to intensify our military operation, and we don't get our things that are going on very, very well on the ground. The mobilization is just fantastic. Good news everywhere. And see you tomorrow, prime time. I'll be live on our communication network, ACN. See you there. God bless you.
Baby girl, allow me to be your man. Go inside my mind already, you my girl. When the rain drop, I will be umbrella. When the sun shine, I will be your shelter. Oh, 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 baby girl, wanna be your man. I wanna take you to the place that you haven't been. I wanna be your go-boss. Baby, I will take you to
Capo Daniel, signing off. Merry Christmas in advance. Don't forget our wounded soldiers. God bless you.